afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Cedar Box Cigar and Pipe Tobacco Reviews. Coming at you today with a cigar here that's on the top 10 of the Cigar Aficionado's top 25 this year. The Flores 1975 Serie Privada Capa Habano Edition Especial. Yes, that is a mouthful, and every bit of it's there on the band of the cigar. Just a little bit about this. The cigars are made by Abraham Flores. I believe he used to work for companies like Gurkha and La Paulina, but he now works for or with partnership with PDR Cigars out of Dominican Republic. So 1975, according to Cigar Aficionado magazine, I believe is the year of his birth when he was born. So that would be 40 years. Just a little bit about the cigar here before we light it up and get her going. It is a wonderful box press. I really like the wrapper leaf. It is like a kind of a sandy light brown. It is a tad dry. You can see it's kind of cracked there, but not like under humidified or anything like that. Still got a nice cushion to it. The cap, if you can see, it is, let's see if I can zoom in here, it is a triple seam cap, but it is applied a little bit sloppy. And that tends, this is to be my third one, and in each example it's been just a little bit sloppy, but I do appreciate the fact they have tried to triple seam on the cap. Cigars roll great, seams seem great, so what we're going to do is I'll cut it. Alright, well, I have cut the end off, and the cold draw shows lots of wonderful cedar notes. It's a little bit salty, like slight saltiness, and then some musty notes of well-aged tobacco, like if you opened an old textbook and you had that mustiness to it. It also gives the perfect resistance, so I'm very excited about getting this thing lit up. Just a couple of other things before we go on I forgot to mention. Some of the attributes about the cigar. It's made by PDR in the Dominican Republic. The wrapper's Ecuador, binder Nicaraguan, filler Nicaraguan and Dominican Republic. It is a 5x52, and the price point is right about $10. You can find them for $9.75 all the way up to $10.50. So, alright, well, I'll get this thing lit up, and I'll be back after the first third. Alright folks, welcome back to our review of the Flores 1975 Serie Privada Capa Habano Edition Especial. Into the first third there, we had the ash until just a little bit ago, but cigar's performing well, actually really well. The opening was, I mean, it's an effortless draw. The smallest draw produces just a wonderful creamy white smoke. The cigar opened bold with a meaty kind of pepperiness, but that quickly dissipated or pulled back, and the whole first third has been that cedar woody note that I got on the cold draw. Aroma is fabulous. It's like a creamy, marshmallow type sweetness. It's very nice. The burn has been a bit wanky. I've had to touch it up twice, but it's produced a nice soft white gray mix, powdery ash. So but so far so good. We're gonna keep trucking along, and I'll be back at the end of the second third. Alright, heading into the final third of our cigar here. Cigar is taking on kind of a meaty, earthy quality. Some taste of like dark roasted coffee bean. Draw is still effortless, but the burn, well, again, was wavy. I had to touch it up a couple times, as you can see there. I'd say it's medium to full body based upon the mouthfeel. As it's transitioning into the final third, though, there is a pepperiness kind of to the palate, and it has a very tobacco taste. I know that's kind of cliche sounding, but you get that aroma of tobacco and sweetness. So, all right, well, we're going to finish her on out, and we'll be back with the final third. Alright, welcome back. So before we get down too far here, I just want to go over kind of the final third. Cigar kind of continued to be meaty. There wasn't really a heavy tasting profile. However, the original cream and that cedar taste is starting to come back. So as I finish her out, hopefully that will continue. Overall impressions with this cigar. This is a great cigar. I understand why it's in the Cigar Aficionado top 25 list. I think it could be a hidden treasure, though. I think a lot of people will write this cigar off as whatever, no big deal. But they're certainly worth picking up and worth the price point at $9-10 a piece. So had an impeccable draw, wonderful woody, creamy, cedary aspects to it. And a little bit of body in the smoke volume to back it up. So, minus the few aesthetic flaws and some burn issues, this cigar is a classic. I'll be buying more. I want to actually put some age on them to see what they develop into. Could be bad, could be good, I don't know. But overall, I would say give this cigar a shot. You won't be disappointed. My total smoke time for it took me about 1 hour and 15 minutes. I smoke slower than most people, but pick a couple up and see what they do for you. So, all right, thanks for tuning in. And I guess we'll see you on down the road.